Hello and welcome. My name is Sam. My pronouns are she, her, and I am the reader for Saussie Tarot. I am certified through Biddy Tarot, which is one of the largest online tarot resources, and received my certification as a tarot advisor. So I wanted to give you a brief little introduction, and then I'll go ahead and do the reading according to whichever deck you were drawn to. So I've been reading professionally for about a year and a half now. I bought my first deck back in 2015. I use a variety of different ones, and I kind of choose based on what I'm drawn to. I have a combination of both tarot and oracle decks. And I love to do a lot of readings for people who have had many readings before, as well as first timers. So if you do happen to be new and you're not really sure what to expect, hopefully these little free mini readings will give you a little touch of how I personally do my readings. And you can ask me any questions, and I'm always more than happy to answer. So really quick, a few things. I consider myself an intuitive reader. And so sometimes you might have definitions of different cards that you might read online. That's not always going to apply to an intuitive reading. A lot of times the images or the traditional meanings will help spark my intuition, and that is how I will go ahead and tell the story that the cards are showing, and however you believe, whether it's the universe, spirit, your guides, angels, however you feel personally connected to your own intuition, your own inner guidance. That is exactly what I am drawing on to give you these messages. Another thing is that I love to do empowering readings. Now, that's not to say that I don't do readings for entertainment value, as some people just want to know, what should I look out for? What's ahead for me without anything in particular? But a quick note is the more general the question, the more general the response or the answer or the guidance. The more specific we can get to what you are really wanting to know. And I will help guide you if you're having a little trouble kind of figuring out what kind of questions you want to ask. So I'll kind of, help guide you, try to get to the heart of what you're really asking so that we can get you the best guidance for you at that time. Sometimes the readings won't always make sense right away, and you might need to sit on them for a few days, maybe even a week or a month, and things will start to kind of come into your awareness. That doesn't mean that the readings are wrong, but that could be potentially your energy at the time, things that are going on, or because I believe in free will, where you have the power of choice, you may even decide that something that comes up in your reading isn't for you, and you can absolutely choose to go another direction. So these are meant to be kind of a snapshot in time. It's not meant to dictate your life or your actions. I'm not providing any professional advice regarding things like health, finances, legal advice, and mental health advice, and things of that nature. It's more like guidance to help empower you to make the decisions that you feel are right for you. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do your reading. So this is for those of you who chose the Wild Unknown Tarot. And first, I'm going to start with pulling the general energy of those of you who selected this pile. And we got the Three of Wands in the reverse. So in some way, I feel like there's some kind of restriction that's happening from being able to experience expansion and manifestations. I almost get this like caging in. And I'm sure you can kind of see the difference between these black and white stripes surrounding this colorful rainbow in the middle. And there's like this feeling of this enclosure. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards that are going to be your guidance for the coming days, weeks, or months. And we'll get more information here. Since this is a general reading, it is going to be a little bit different depending on your situation. And so these next cards will help me get a little bit more information on how to give you some guidance in the near future. Quite a few cards actually just popped out here. Okay. This is the most cards that have actually come out for any of the readings that I've done so far. And this is actually the last of, I believe, 6 piles. So first we have the Major Arcana Death in the reverse. Don't worry, this is not a literal death. We've got the World card that came out in the reverse. So another Major Arcana. This really feels like a big inward journey happening that's full of very big changes. We got the Moon in the reverse. This is the upright. We got the Daughter of Wands. So this is the only card that came out in the upright. And then last we got the Three of Wands, sorry, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Three of Wands, and then your guidance being 4 cards, 3 of them being Major Arcanas in the reverse. So I'm really getting a huge change in your life right now. Huge transformation, huge life change. And it's like this energy that this colorful rainbow wants to break free of those little bands that are keeping these sticks tied. And it's almost like once those bands are broken, then the those sticks or the wands will just kind of burst open and let all that light through. So it almost feels like you're being forced into this tiny little space, and everything around is literally black and white and very just bland and traditional and boring and not you. It feels very constrained. And so with this death card being in the reverse, I feel like that is very symbolic of the death of the old version of you that is the black and white stripes. That is going to allow that colorful rainbow of light to kind of finally pop through. And we also get that recurring theme with the colorful the colors around here, and it kind of looks like snake skins, which are like a shedding and a renewal, and with those flowers that look like poppies in the very center. Poppies are usually also associated with death, and so with the snakeskin, all of these recurring themes, even with this Daughter of Wands, I'm just feeling a lot of this energy, like the old skin is going to be shed. And then again, we have, and a lot of the cards actually don't have these rainbow colors. And so if you can see it, it's all around the edge of this card also has the rainbow. And then we have it here again with this Three of Pentacles. So really not all of the cards have rainbow colors, and there's a lot of them going on here. So I really feel like this has to do more with like an authenticity of being able to break free, kind of having this structure. There's a lot of this bound feeling, a lot of this like stuck feeling, being enclosed, not having freedom. And there's so much life and color and opportunity outside of that enclosure. And so even seeing this Daughter of Wands, again, we have that recurring symbol with the snake, being symbolic of like a shedding, and being reborn or rebirthed, under this new skin and with these flowers. But it, to me, it also looks almost like a magic wand. So it's like being able to create life from this transformation. So I know that I am kind of saying this in a way that doesn't necessarily translate the heaviness of what I believe that you're actually going through. But what I'm getting here is I feel like we're on that tail end where it's ready to burst. And so I feel like being in the thick of it, you're kind of coming out of that already. And it's almost like all of these fears, all of these shadows are kind of just going to be dissolved with all of the light and the brightness and this color and this just opening. And I really feel, I can't think of what the movie's called, but what's popping into my head is the old movie. I can't remember if it had Tobey Maguire in it, where it was like a black and white movie. And then, oh, I think it was called maybe Pleasantville or something like that. I feel like this movie is kind of the like what these cards are saying, if you're familiar with it. So I don't want to do any spoilers. So if you're not familiar with it, go watch it. Or if you have seen it, then you can remind yourself of what that is. But I'm kind of getting that in this reading, and kind of adding color to your life, and being able to break free is a strong thing that I'm getting. So perhaps this could even have to do with travel. I know sometimes the Three of Wands, the World card, these can be associated with travel. So perhaps it's even a bit of just being really stuck and then finally being able to go out and explore. At the time of recording this, we are in Sagittarius season. So that is like your adventure and things like that. And then having this mountain here, so I feel like it's really kind of like a rebuilding stage, pulling your resources together and being able to be and bring your authentic self to the world. And so good things ahead. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini reading. Again, this is a general read since it is meant for whoever is drawn to it, but I would be more than happy to do a personal reading for you. But if not, best wishes to you on your journey and your adventure, and take care.